thing in my revelation, and this thing has to do with time and the control of human life. We only know about the four cardinal points, that is the west, south, east and north. We are very familiar with it, but I discovered that there's another one that is not of the earth. Although I did not see the particular position that it is, but it is found in the sky. And the sky also has its own four cardinal points. And the four cardinal points of the sky has its own functions, different from the one on the earth. The four cardinal points on the earth is mainly for location. It's mainly for location like the west, the south, the east and the north. But the four cardinal points of the sky, even though I don't know the position, but the function of that four cardinal points in the sky is timing and human life entirely. So the timing has to do with how long will it take for a particular thing to happen in this world. How long will it take for a particular thing to happen in this world? That's what the four cardinal points in the sky is. That's the function of the four cardinal points in the sky. And their names are different. Unlike the one on the earth that is north, west, south and east. The one on the sky has its own names. I was told the name of two of them, two of the points, but I forgot their names. I made a mistake. I didn't write them down. But I tried to remember their names. I couldn't remember it anymore. I tried to remember their names, but I couldn't remember them anymore. And what I would do is that, but the only thing I could remember is the alphabetic orders. Each of their names started the alphabetic orders, just like the north, west, south and east. Which the north is N, the west is W, the south is S, and the east is E. So the four cardinal points of the sky is marked with S, L, W, and Y. Each of these alphabets has their own meaning, and each of the line also has their own meaning. The day I will explain this thing in detail, I will draw a line, and I will explain how this four cardinal point is interfering with our daily life. And the four cardinal points of the sky, no one is longer than the other. I don't know much about it, whether one is longer than the other or one is shorter. But the one on the sky, some are longer than the other, as they don't have equal lengths. If you draw the line, if you draw the line, the lines are all equal, but the function and the meaning are not equal. The meaning to them is that one is shorter while the other one is longer. That's how they all affect our life. You see that timing, like in the past time, in the ancient time, the beginning, the medieval time, and the modern time, all these things are controlled by the four cardinal points in the sky. And they also control the future and how the future will be like. So whatever we are doing on the sky, whatever we are doing on earth, and the timing is determined by the four cardinal points in the sky. I have to write it on the board, write the alphabets and their line, and explain how they function, each by each. So this thing also made me to discover why Jesus Christ has not yet come, and how long it will take for Jesus Christ to return. The four cardinal points in the sky has a long way to go, and based on what I discovered on the four cardinal points, the coming of Jesus Christ will not be anytime soon. It will not be anytime soon, because although people will wonder that Why the Bible said that Jesus Christ is coming back soon, and why am I saying something different? The reason is because many of you are not reading the Bible very well, and you don't read the history alongside the Bible. You don't just read the Bible alone. As you are reading the Bible, try to back it up with history, that is the biblical histories. If you don't know much about the histories behind the Bible, you will not understand the Bible. The reason I'm telling you this is the day I will be explaining the four cardinal points and how it will affect the coming of Christ and the entire life of human race. You'll be questioning me using the Bible. First of all, before I go into it, and whenever I will explain that one, I will also bring the Bible to give more explanation of the Bible, so that you see that I'm not trying to condemn the Bible or say something that is not related to the Bible. The second coming of Christ, should I say this now or should I leave it to the next time? You know somebody called Josephus, a Jewish historian who wrote a book about the Jewish and the Roman war, the Jewish and the Roman war in the 70s AD, in the AD 70. He also talked about Jesus Christ and how the prophecy came to fulfillment. If you know the history, you will know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know the history, you can go and read the history. So, what I'm trying to say is that the coming of Christ, the second coming of Christ, promised in the Bible, has already happened in AD 70s when the Jew and the Roman people fought a war. Jesus Christ actually came the second time during that war, or at the end of the war. So what you are expecting now is the third coming of Christ and not the second coming of Christ. This is why it took so long. If you read the book of Revelation, it says that Jesus Christ is coming soon. When he appeared to Apostle John, he said to him that he is coming soon. And Apostle Paul also preached the same thing, that Christ is coming soon, and sometimes he won't discourage people from marrying. He is right. Apostle Paul was right at that time when he said that the time is too short, and if you want to serve God very well, you will not even need to marry. He was right because at that time the coming of Christ was near. And shortly after the war began, then that's when Christ came for the second time. Not everybody captured that part. Even Josephus, who wrote the history, didn't capture the part where Christ came for the second time. But what I discovered in the four cardinal points in the sky is that the second coming of Christ has already passed, and it happened around the 70 AD when the war was fought between the Jew and the Roman people. We are expecting the third one, and the third one will delay a little bit. It will delay because what I saw in the four cardinal points, I even pray to God that if there's any way He can make it to happen sooner than expected, let it happen, because it will take long. To tell you the truth, it will take long for Christ to come back for the third time. It will take a very long time for the third coming of Christ. So the day I will write it on the board and explain further, I will notify you with this more information. I'll keep you updated.